This amazing woman is called Hazel. One night, this young woman was putting on her underwear. Then she started applying makeup. When she finished, she went to the bedroom. Surprisingly, there was a man in the bed, but he was not alive. It seems she killed him after they had slept together. After wiping the imprint of her lips from his mouth, she slowly began to clean the entire area she had touched, trying not to leave any fingerprints for the police. After that, she calmly left the classroom as if nothing had happened. 20 years later, Hazel runs a diner and spends her days serving uninteresting customers who know nothing about her troubled past. Whenever a police officer orders from the restaurant, she quietly pays for it herself. Her teenage daughter, Joy, sees this and points it out to her. She explains that she needs to keep a good relationship with the police, so they will help her when needed. While they talk, she sees her daughter's boyfriend sitting in a chair at the restaurant, and she says she doesn't like him. Seeing that her mother dislikes the boy, Joy decides to ask for something surprising. She asks her mom to give her the money saved for college so she can leave Vegas and start a new life with her boyfriend. When Hazel heard this, she got upset with her daughter for suggesting that idea and said she wouldn't give her the college money. She tells her daughter to stop seeing him, saying he is a bad influence, but Joy argues that her boyfriend is a good person. They start fighting, and Joy gets tired of it. She says she will move in with her boyfriend and won't take the college money. Hazel was furious, but she controlled herself and returned to her work. That same day, Joy helps a customer who says he has no money after he ordered and ate. While Joy shouts at him for being a fake, Hazel comes over to talk to the customer. The man says he doesn't have a home and can't pay for food, so Hazel gives him a job washing dishes and a place to stay. After looking around the room, he says his name is Elliot. At the same time, Joy's boyfriend keeps bothering her for money to move. She tells him to find the money from somewhere else, but he won't listen and insists they use her college savings. The next day, while Hazel is serving her regular customers, she sees her daughter coming home with sunglasses on. Without thinking twice, she steps away from the customers and asks her daughter about the sunglasses. But she sees the girl trying to hide her face, so she quickly takes off the glass and is shocked to find her daughter with an injured eye. Joy tries to say that the boyfriend made a mistake, but Hazel gets mad and leaves. At home, she puts on a cool dress and grabs a gun from under her bed before heading out to meet her daughter's boyfriend. The boyfriend, not knowing trouble is coming, talks happily with a friend at a repair shop. When Hazel comes in angry and asks to talk privately, he won't listen and laughs at her with his mechanic friend. When Hazel heard his mean words, she suddenly punched him in the face and kicked him, knocking him down. The mechanic tries to help, but she sprays him with pepper spray. Then she was about to take her son's boyfriend. His friend still wanted to help him, but Hazel told him to sit still and not move. Then she put him in the car and took him to a remote desert location. Then, when they reached the place she wanted, Hazel led him to the hole she had dug for him, and she suddenly shoves him in. Then, she says that she dug the grave on the first day they met because she believed he would hurt her daughter one day. After saying this, she shoots him and walks away without covering the grave. The next day, Joy tries to reach her boyfriend, but he doesn't answer her texts. So, she asks her mom about where her boyfriend is. The mother says she only had a fight with the boy, so he chose to leave the city by himself. Joy doesn't believe this and explains that her boyfriend's family are dangerous criminals. They will want to get back at anyone if something happens to the boy. But the mother isn't afraid of what is coming. After the girl walks away upset, Elliot goes to comfort Hazel, but they quickly see a shady man taking pictures of Elliot. She goes to talk to the man, but he walks away without saying anything. Right now, she sees Elliot having a fit in the kitchen. When he notices her looking at him, he quickly tries to act like everything is normal. That night, Elliot wakes up from a bad dream and tries to quietly leave the house, but he bumps into Hazel. She asks him about the strange person who took pictures of him, but he says he doesn't know anything. When she asks him about his past and secrets, he says he will tell her if she tells him about her past too. She says no, so they go their separate ways for the night. After he goes, she sees a strange man outside taking pictures of Elliot. When the man leaves, she secretly follows him to a motel. She quietly goes into his room and hits him, making him lose consciousness. After some time, he wakes up and sees Hazel aiming a gun at him. When she asks him about the photos, he tells her he is a freelance journalist working on a story about Elliot. He also admits that Elliot killed someone and was trying to escape. He asks her to look at his computer for proof. She finds a news article about Elliot. Elliot was a well-known heart doctor, but he accidentally killed his girlfriend while driving drunk. He was in prison for 4 years and has now been freed. After hearing this, Hazel grabs the man's computer and walks away. Hazel's life goes back to normal, and she starts taking care of her regular customers again. Today, she sees her daughter crying because her boyfriend is missing, so she goes to comfort her. But the girl leaves her. While running after her daughter, she unexpectedly bumps into an old friend outside the diner. Phil tells everyone that their boss is out of prison. Sure, here it is in simpler words. "All right, when?" He said, "Our boss wants to see you tomorrow night." And she said, "I'll come." As she goes back into the diner, he says something about her daughter and praises her for taking good care of the girl. But his words make her really angry. The next day, while eating breakfast with Elliot, she tells him about finding the journal and shows him some files about the man. He admits that he did surgery on the journalist's father. The surgery didn't go well, so the reporter chose to get back at him by writing stories about how he drove drunk and caused his girlfriend's death. After listening to his story, Hazel asks him for help. She asks him to take care of her daughter while she is away for the night. He said, "It's okay." So that night, she keeps her promise and meets Phil again. Phil introduces her to the boss, who is glad to see her again after 20 years. He tells the story of how he met her when she was 15 and homeless. So, he brought her to his house and taught her to be a great assassin. After telling this story, he says he wants her to come back to work. He promises a lot of money up front if she kills a client named Perry. But she says no and refuses to go back to her old life. "I know you're important, but I can't do it." When he hears this, he starts talking about her daughter and says that he knows the boyfriend of the daughter who is missing. She quickly realizes his hidden warning and chooses to accept the job. That night, she goes to a casino to secretly follow Perry. Then she goes home to have a drink with Elliot. While they are drinking, she shares some of her past with him. She said her childhood was very rough and she lived on the streets, but was saved by a man who controlled her life. After they finish their drink, she asks Elliot to join her in bed. He agreed and they spent the night together. The next day, she sees him again and shares that she plans to leave that night. She asks him to take care of her daughter, and he says yes. That night, she puts on a sexy outfit for the casino. Then she acts like she accidentally runs into Perry, and he's shocked to see her. He asks her to come to his private room, and they start talking about the past. When he finishes his drink, she offers to give him another cup while he talks about his job. Noticing that he is not paying attention, she quickly puts a drug in his drink and hands it back to him. Not knowing what she plans, he grabs the drink. Instead of drinking it, he starts to ask her why she suddenly left him after they were together 20 years ago. He admits that he loves her and wants to keep seeing her. When she hears this, she feels worried. Just as he's about to take a sip of his drink, she quickly takes it away and kisses him. As he kisses more passionately, someone knocks on the door to share some news. As he helps the person, she moves the drink out of the way so he won't grab it. When he comes back, they kiss and then talk about when to see each other again. Hazel goes back to her usual life at the diner, while Elliot continues to work as a dishwasher. But she doesn't know that Elliot is really a secret agent working for the boss. The boss tells him to keep track of everything she does and to tell her about it. He agrees before he goes. At the diner, one of the police officers tells Hazel that more and more teenage girls are going missing in the area. She asks her cook for information, but he says he doesn't know anything. After hearing this, the police officer tells her to share any information she finds out about the missing girls. At the same time, Phil visits the diner to tell Hazel that Perry will be leaving town, so she needs to get rid of him quickly. Noticing that she is unsure, He tells her to complete the task or she might lose her daughter. Hazel walks away in anger, so Elliot goes to comfort her. She tells him that she has to go again and asks him to take care of her daughter. When he sees her upset, he gives her a hug to comfort her, but she pushes him away. After she goes, he quickly texts the boss to say that Hazel plans to do the job at night. That night, Hazel quietly goes into her daughter's room to see how she is doing. Next, she meets Elliot to talk about her plans to leave for a job. He wants her to stay, but she insists on doing what she needs to do. As soon as she goes out, he calls the boss to share the news. At the same time, Hazel arrives at the hotel to meet Perry. She gets her gun ready and goes into the elevator to meet him. While Perry waits for her in a hotel room, someone brings him a package that has a photo of Joy inside. He sees that Hazel had a child with him, and that child is now 20 years old. As he sits down to think about this, his wife suddenly comes into the hotel room to see him. He lies and says he isn't cheating on her and that he set up a romantic place for their date. At the same time, Hazel changes her mind and stops at her boss's secret place. As she takes down one of the guards, the boss watches on a security camera and tells Phil to handle the situation. Phil quickly puts bullets in his gun to look for her, but she hides and shoots him. Next, she goes to look for the boss. He readies his gun and waits for her, but she figures out what he's doing and shoots him in one arm. He tries to make her change her mind and tells her that Elliot is secretly working for him. But she doesn't pay attention to his anger and admits that she doesn't want to work for him anymore. Then she calls him dad before she kills him. Turns out he is really her dad. Quickly cleans herself up and goes to see her daughter again. In the morning, she walks by Elliot without saying hi, and he wonders why she is acting like this. As she gets ready for work, her daughter walks over to her, and they hug. Once she goes outside, Joy gets ready to follow her, but then she hears a soft calling sound coming from behind her. When she turns around, she is surprised to see her boyfriend with blood on his face. Turns out he is still alive. He signals for her to be quiet, and she nods in agreement. Then, she meets her mom and asks to use the car. When the mom says yes, she gives her a treat and leaves, so Hazel goes back to taking orders from customers. But she sees that the chef is not in the kitchen, so she goes to look for him. Outside, she sees a man hitting the chef and quickly rushes over to help. While she is defending herself from one man, another unfamiliar man tries to grab a teenage girl. But when he spots Hazel, he leaves the girl and comes to fight her instead. She quickly takes control of him, but then another man pulls out a gun and shoots at her several times, making it hard for her to move. Seeing that she couldn't move, the men took the girls and left. Elliot quickly runs to Hazel and tries to stop her bleeding from the bullet wounds. The movie ends here. Please, my family, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.